I like both guys. I'm happy for Nate. He's finally getting the credit he deserves. He's coming out of his brother's shadow. Like, we want this, man.
To be announced, to be determined. That is the big fight.
See, that rest of the card, don't get me wrong. There's some phenomenal, are you kidding me? Phenomenal fights.
It's an amazing card. Look at this. Look what's on the card here. First of all, Aldo versus Edgar. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. I want to see what Frankie can do now, the new and improved Frankie.
Me too.
And then Aldo, I feel like, has declined a little bit. I think the Chad Mendes fight, the second fight, he didn't look as good as he had looked in the past, and then obviously he's coming off of a big loss.
That's my favorite fight of all time.
It's a great fight. And Tate versus Nunes, come on, son.
It's not a needle mover, but yeah, it's a fun one.
It's a needle mover in my mind. My needle's moving right now.
my needle
mind.
always moves for Tate.
In my mind.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about, bro.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a good fight. That's a very good fight. Nunes is super dangerous, especially in the early rounds.
Hell yeah.
She tends to tire a little bit. She blows it out. But goddamn, she's got some pop. She's got a serious right hand. Real dangerous Muay Thai. Then you got Travis versus Kane.
That's a motherfucker of a fight. For heavyweight, that's a motherfucker.
Damn, that's interesting.
The thing to me with Kane, it's like, at what point do all these injuries and him come back, at what point do we see him age?
Yeah.
Like we've seen Rashad, right? Come back from injuries. Rashad doesn't look the same. There's sometimes when guys come back, you're like, fuck, that's not the same guy anymore. At what point do we see Kane not come back?
It's true.
But Kane's a motherfucker. If he does come back, good luck.
Yeah.
But again, stylistic-wise, Travis Brown's a motherfucker for him. Great takedown defense, obviously great at striking, and he's huge.
He's a big boy. He's a big
Explosive,
boy.
too.
Very fast. Very good striking. Long, wide base. Good footwork and movement. Hits hard. That's a good fight. It's a real good fight.
I didn't think he looked great in the Mitrione fight.
No, that wasn't the best fight for him. But neither was the Arlovsky fight. That was a more disappointing fight, I think,
Well,
for
he got
him.
knocked out.
Yeah.
But
it was also
even the Travis
way
Brown one.
It went down.
Well, even in the Mitrione one, because we saw him for longer rounds, I was like, nah, not crazy. And then you get a guy like Kane, man. You're talking about a different motherfucker.
The Travis Brown Mitrione fight was just so unfortunate because of the eye pokes.
I agree.
It's so fucking unfortunate.
Matt was doing well in the first round, then we got poked in the eye. It was a little tough.
It was bad, man. I mean, his eye was horrific.
Oh, the way they
after
handled
the fight.
that whole thing fucked Matt.
Yeah, well, he's got a lawsuit, doesn't he?
I think
Didn't
so.
he fire
yeah.
a suit? And
yeah.
he should.
But again, that's
He's
a
got a
tough. I don't know how
legitimate
that fight
lawsuit.
even goes down if they go 3 rounds. I'm not saying Matt would have won that. Travis definitely won the fight.
No, it was a great fight up until that moment. But whenever a guy gets poked in the eye, like the outcome is marred.
When you're fighting a
by
monster
that.
with one eye, it's going to be a tough fucking night.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I don't mind Travis's shot here against Kane. I don't think he's that big of an underdog. And if he is, I don't know what the odds are, but I mean, Travis has that one-punch knockout power in knees.
Yeah, well, we really don't know how much, like you said, of a toll all these injuries have taken on Kane and the time off. I mean, we only saw him in that one fight with Verdum where we blamed it, and he did as well, on the lack of training at altitude, which makes sense.
Look at my face right now.
You don't buy it?
Fuck no. That's Tommy Dickin at its finest. You don't get to his level and be like, altitude. I got tired because of altitude. Bitch, you knew for 4 months you're going to be fighting at that altitude.
But he's
You're
always
a world
been known
champion
for his cardio. Maybe he just overestimated his own cardio. Is that possible?
You don't think anyone in his camp was like, damn, that's pretty high up there. We should probably go early.
Well, Javier said that it was his fault. He said, I should have forced him to go early. You know, sometimes guys just don't want to leave.
I think he just got beat by a better guy, man.
Could be that too.
I don't buy that shit.
Could be that too. He definitely looked tired.
I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time.
100%.
Just had an off night.
Well, Verdum is a big dude. He's tall and long, and his striking has come a long way, and his jiu-jitsu is the best in the business.
He's also the worst matchup for Kane, I think. Stylistic-wise, he's a bad matchup.
You
just got beat.
You take him down, you're going to get strangled.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
And he's also not going to knock him out, so you got to force it. And Verdum can jump to guard, jump half guard. It's a horrible matchup for him. So, yeah, he lost 2 gears.
Yeah, I'm really bummed out that we didn't get a chance to see the rematch. I really wanted to see that rematch.
You're going to see it after this.
Maybe.
It's a
Who
big
the fuck
maybe.
knows? A huge maybe.
It's a huge maybe.
This is a huge maybe.
Huge maybe.
And you know what, man?
When I saw that fight, I went, tough fight for Kane.
And Stipe is a tough fight for anybody, man. Stipe is going to fight Verdum. That's a tough fight for Verdum. Stipe's no fucking joke, man.
He's no joke. No joke. The odds are stacked against him flying down to Brazil and fighting Verdum.
Yeah, the odds are stacked
That's a
against
tough place to fight.
But he's a geared up dude. He's ready to rock. And, you know, coming off of that big one-punch knockout of Overeem or of Arlovsky, He looked good in that fight.
He looked great.
He looked good, and he looked angry.
I'm a Stipe fan.
He's got momentum behind him.
Good dude,
I'm
too.
looking forward to seeing, and he will go to war. We saw that in that 5-round fight with Dos Santos.
With JDS.
I mean, he took Junior Dos Santos to the edge. That was a fun fight. That was a wild-ass fight.
Great fight. It could have went either way.
It could have went either way. So I think that he's right up there, and I think that's a really interesting fight. I'm looking forward to seeing that. But put up that card again, because there was some other shit that we want to talk about. Look at this one. Mousasi and Brunson. People don't even bring that up.
Your boy Hendricks needs a win so bad. God, dog.
Yeah, he does, man. And that's a tough fight, too, man. Kelvin is going to be coming at him, guns blazing.
Because he lost to Magny last fight.
And then also Hendricks getting stopped by Wonder Boy is going to charge Kelvin up.
True. I mean,
Kelvin's
they're great fights,
fleet,
man.
too, man. He's very fleet of foot, you know? He's got excellent footwork.
It's a tough matchup, man.
Light on his feet.
If fucking Johnny comes with his A game, it's a rough night for Kelvin, I think.
Yeah, well, it could be. Or who knows, man. Kelvin could realize that he's got to bring it up to 10 constantly in camp and reach his full potential, and that this is an opportunity to really erase the Magny fight and to get a victory over a former world champion. I mean, that's gigantic. Then look at this. You got Diego Sanchez and Joe Lozon.
Got that throwback, son. We call that Throwback Thursday matchup.
This is the better fucking clean the canvas special